Hello everyone, welcome back. And today we are going to start the second part of chapter first, India's size and location. Now look at the map very carefully. Here in Asia, India lies in the center of this continent. Means this side East Asia, this side West Asia, and we are at the center of the continent. And our country gave southern extension to the continent. Now let's talk about the Trans-Indian Ocean routes. Routes which is passing through the Indian Ocean and which is connecting the Europe and this side of country to East Asia. And we are standing here in between these Trans-Indian Ocean routes. Now it provides a strategic central location to India and we can take the advantage whenever we want. Now as you can see that Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean. Means this part of our country is sticking out, is coming out from this entire land and thus helping India to establish close contact with East Asia, Africa, Europe from the western coast and with the Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast of our country. Now along with this fact, we also have a long coastline on the Indian Ocean. And just because of this eminent and respected position, this ocean named after our country, Indian Ocean. Yes, we have very capable sea routes, but at the same time, our land routes are also very useful. And we have contact with the whole world through the land routes. And our land routes are much older than our maritime contacts. And through the land routes, people are passing the mountains through the passes. But that time, the sea route was too difficult to pass. And just because of that, land routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient time. Now, let's understand what kind of ideas and commodity we exchange with the world. Ideas of Upanishad, idea of Ramayana, story of Panchtantra, and many mathematical ideas like numerals and decimal system reach to many parts of the world through this land route. Our spices, clothes like muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to the different countries. At the same time, there are so many things we get from the world, like our sculpture, हमारे यहाँ की जो मूर्ति कला है, that is also influenced by the Greek sculpture. Our architectural style of dome and minarets influenced by the West Asia. So through these routes, we influence the world somehow and somehow the world influenced and affected our art and culture. Now let's search our neighborhood. In our territory, here we have 28 states and 8 union territories. But our country share its land boundary with these 7 countries. That is Pakistan and Afghanistan from northwest side, and China, Nepal and Bhutan from north side. And from here, means from east, we share our boundary with Myanmar and Bangladesh. Now let me tell you a very interesting acronyms to learn these names, and that is बचपन में MBA किया. Now we share the major part of our country with Bangladesh. We share a largest land boundary with Bangladesh. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बांग्लादेश, देन चाइना और उसके बाद पाकिस्तान, फिर नेपाल, म्यांमार, भूटान और सबसे कम लैंड बाउंड्री हम शेयर करते हैं अफगानिस्तान के साथ. दिस 4 and 3 टोटल 7 कंट्रीज जिनके साथ हम अपनी बाउंड्रीज शेयर करते हैं. एंड वी ऑल्सो हैव 2 आइलैंड नेबर कंट्रीज, श्रीलंका एंड मालदीव्स. श्रीलंका is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Pak Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. Let me show you here. So this is India, this is Sri Lanka and this is Gulf of Mannar. Now Maldives situated south of the Lakshadweep. This is Lakshadweep and this is Maldives. India has had strong geographical and historical links with these all neighbors. So here is the end of this chapter. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching.